Well, I guess we didn't see a lot of what you did.
Right.
But just kind of take us through what your day was like.
I went out. I ran 140-yard dash and just to kind of see what I would run. Not really that big of a deal. And then I went outside and I punted and I kicked off, and then I came inside and did field goals. Punts and kickoffs I had a really good day. I don't know what my average was, but just was hitting the ball well, hitting it with confidence, and that was kind of the biggest thing going into today was showing the ability that I can do all three, and then I'll let someone choose and decide what is the best fit for me for them personally on the team. So and I came in here and kicked field goals, and I think it went 5 or 6 for 7. I don't remember what it was, but I had a pretty good day.
Do you get the sense teams are more interested in you in one or the other?
Well, my main focus is punting and kickoffs, and I wanted to show that I could do field goals. But for instance, the Saints, need a kicker, and they kind of struggled the past year kicking, doing field goals and stuff, and so I know that they're interested in a kicker. So, like I said, but they can choose, what is the best fit for them, for me. But I know most teams are looking at me as a punter.
Do you think that versatility will help you as far as making an NFL roster?
Absolutely. That's what I wanted to show. I wanted to come out here and show that I have hopefully an NFL leg and the ability to do all three in case of an emergency situation. Obviously, I would never do all three on an NFL team. That's just kind of unheard of. One guy does each one. So that was the biggest thing for me coming into today was be able to show my versatility and the consistency at doing all three, and then, like I said, just letting them decide accordingly what they wanted.
Did you show your speed too? Did you really run a 4.48?
I ran a 4.64 on my 40. I ran 140 just to kind of maybe show that I'm a little bit more athletic than most, and I kind of did it for personal reasons, just to see what I would run, because I haven't ran a 40 in probably a year or two, so just did it for fun.
So you didn't actually practice?
No. It's definitely the 40-yard dash is not my main concern as of right now.
What were the things that you did to prepare for this pro day?
I worked a lot. I did a lot of drill work while I was home. I was kind of back and forth from here in Florida. I did a lot of drill work, a lot of stuff working with a couple free agents that I know back home that are good friends of mine. Went out to Arizona for a combine out there, just kind of worked on my consistency. Worked on perfecting my craft. Because at this level, if you're not consistent, no one's really going to spend money on you.
Do you have a specific kicking or punting coach that you use?
I do. I have a coach that I've used ever since I was in high school, but he tells me that it's to a point now in my career where I'm able to coach myself. I'm able to know the things that I do wrong and right, and be able to fix them if I need to. But he's an extra set of eyes to watch over me and say, hey, you're doing this wrong or this right, so on and so forth. So I use him a lot, but most of the stuff that I do is kind of on my own.
Michael, outside of the eyes that were on you today, what was different about the workout today than maybe what you could show during the season on the field?
Well, it was definitely very fast-paced. It was rushed because, to be honest with you, scouts come and watch specialists, and their attention span is not very. They don't have a long attention span when it comes to watching specialists. They don't want to sit out there for 30 minutes timing specialists. They don't really care about us, So we get the short end of the stick. But it was different because I've punted and I've kicked, obviously in front of a lot of people in the stadium and coming into practice in front of my coaches and my teammates. But now the eyes that are on me are more professional. And they're watching me, evaluating me, because if they're interested in me, they're gonna pay me. They're gonna spend money on me, and that's a business in the NFL. So it was different, but it was a good feeling. I like having different people watch me, and I feel like I do better under pressure situations like that.
Do you expect to get drafted, or do you think it'll be a free agent deal where you go in and try out?
There may be like 2 guys a year that get drafted. Most kickers go through free agency, and I know that. That's just the realistic standpoint. If someone wants to draft me, it looks great on paper. and from an ego standpoint, that would be great. But I know that if I don't get drafted, it's not the end of the world. Some guys it takes 2 or 3 years to get in the NFL, and so if that's whatever route that I have to take to get my shot, that's what I'll do. So, I would expect free agency, but if something better comes up, great. If it doesn't, then that doesn't change my work ethic or anything that I do personally.
Now, did you run because they asked you to, or did you run because you wanted to, and maybe show you're a little more versatile?
I ran because I wanted to. I just did it for personal reasons, just to say, hey, I ran this into 40, and like I said, I haven't run a 40-yard dash in probably a year and a half, 2 years. So, I just wanted to see, how well I would do if I do well, just to show them, I can, hold my own in terms of, maybe tackling in space and being a little bit more athletic than most, and trying not to fit the kicker stereotype. So that's really the main purpose of it.
You can stay.